So when I went to pick up my putty tats yesterday from my mom's house, my kitties, I was like, I just need my kitties to show me that they love me, that they missed me. I don't know. Do I need that? I don't know. Anyway, I went to pick them up and they couldn't care less that mommy was home, that mommy was picking them up. And I was sad because I'm like, I missed you so much. And I know that's what cats are like. So I didn't take it personally too much. I did. To be honest, I did take it personally. I'm like, guys, you haven't seen mommy in a month and a half, and you don't even miss me? So I take him home, and Copernicus was sitting in my lap, and he was rubbing on me, and I could tell that he missed mommy. And I was happy that Copernicus baby missed mommy. And then Professor was sitting in the back, who was crying the whole time and drooling, but then like I told him mommy's here, it's okay. And I reached back and he felt safe. He felt safe because mommy was here. And I was petting him and he was starting to feel safe again. And then I got home. The cats saw that we're home after they were in a foreign place for a month and a half. And we were finally home, and they were with mommy, and they were safe. And we come inside, and after they get situated again, they're like, oh, this is home. I recognize the smells. I recognize this. I mean, even though it's a new home, like, we still have the same furniture. We still have the same, it's still our home. And then Professor Grimsworth was, rubbing all over me like crazy. And he's like, oh my God, I'm home with mommy. And then I was like, oh, he did miss me. That's so cute. That's so sweet. And Copernicus was rubbing on me, and they're so happy to be home. And Professor Grimsworth does not get along with others very well, so he pretty much only loves mommy. And so that makes me feel really special that I have this creature that only trusts me. Out of anybody in the world, he only trusts me. He did trust Jason too, but in right now, in the way that life is, he only trusts me. And there's something really beautiful in that this creature trusts me. And I don't know. Copernicus, he adapts to anybody. He loves everybody. And so he's kind of a slut in that way. But it's beautiful too. But Professor Grimsworth's love, it's real and it's true because he trusts me. He trusts me above anybody else in the world. And he doesn't like being picked up. I don't get to pick him up. The only time he cuddles with me is if I have a blanket. Like if I'm laying down, like sitting on the couch or something, and I have a blanket, because then he can suck on the blanket, because he was taken from his mother very, very young. He was only 3 weeks old when I took him home. The cats were strays. They were going to die if I left him. And yeah, so I don't know. It was just like this is just something that was just coming to me, that like, I love my kitties and we're back together, and I have this beautiful connection with these animals. And I have this story to tell. I was in Glastonbury, England, and I was staying at the bottom of the Glastonbury tour at a at a farm, like at the base of the Glastonbury tour, and I was walking to the tour. I was going to climb it. So this was a very, very sacred place in England. Pretty much the whole town is a very sacred place, a very spiritual place. And I had a spiritual experience while I was there, although I didn't feel it in the moment. But looking back, it was my favorite part of the trip was Glastonbury. So I was walking to the Glastonbury tour from my campsite, and it was a beautiful sunny day. Most of the days were really cold and rainy, but this day was so beautiful and fluffy clouds. And I'm walking along these hedges, and there was this horse pasture and a gate, right? Like there was the hedges and there was the gate, and these two horses walked up to me while I was passing them, and they put their head over the gate, and I started petting them. I'm petting these horses and telling them how majestic and beautiful they are, and I appreciate them sharing their energy with me. And it was a beautiful, beautiful moment. And then so like I kept walking, and then I thought about them, took that energy with me, and then later on that day, I was walking around the town, and I felt this energy, and it was like it was the energy of my cats. It reminded me of my cats, and I was like, what is that? What is that energy that I'm feeling right now? And then I remembered the horses. It was the pure animal love energy, the unconditional love energy of a beautiful sacred animal. And I thought to myself in that moment, like, I feel energies so differently. Like I recognize this animal energy. I recognize the energy that I took with me from these horses, because I was like, why do I feel my cats right now? Because I haven't seen my cats. Like, it felt like the recharge that I get around my cats. And I was like, wow, that's really beautiful. That is really beautiful to see that and acknowledge it. So anyway, that's that story. And I'm glad to be home with my kitties, and I love them so much. And why is that weird? You know, why is it weird to love your cats? Like, people are like, oh, she's that crazy cat lady because she loves her putty tats. People can love their dogs. Like, people love their dogs, and it's not weird. Like, I was at the gas station yesterday after I picked up my putty tats, and I took Copernicus, and because he didn't want to sit in the car. So I picked him up and put him on my shoulder, because the human shoulders are his favorite place to be. And I put him on my shoulder, and I'm getting gas with my cat sitting on my shoulder. And I'm talking to him while there's people next to me, like on the other side, pumping gas. And I'm just sitting there talking to my cat, and I'm like, this is cool. This is cool to not worry about people judging me because I have a cat on my shoulder at the gas station and I'm talking to my cat, because people do this with their dogs all the time and it's not seen as weird. Why is that? Why is that? Like you could say she's a crazy cat lady. Doesn't even, it's nothing. Animals are animals. We connect to different animals, and doesn't matter if it's a cat or a dog or a snake or a bug. Like, they all carry an energy that we resonate with. I resonate with that calm energy that the cats have. It could have something to do with why I love ancient Egypt, part of it, or like, just the reverence for the feline, for the cats. I don't know. Anyway, that's it.